First up, our boy Team Cruz. You've got again out of the first pick, blows it right out of the gate.
Yeah, Barkley.
Picks Saquon Barkley.
Well, I want to just real quick talk about Cruz because I didn't like Cruz last year. I was really upset with him. I was angry. I wanted him out of the league, and then I saw him walk in the other night. I was like, "That's Cruz," because I knew that guy was cool, but I didn't think he was Cruz for some reason. I think I confused him with some other asshole, and. So I don't know who I confused him with, but anyway, I'm glad he's in the league. Really sweet guy, Cruz. Very nice guy, and he did better this year. He
Cruz
improved.
Is awesome. Well, yeah.
He improved. I mean, he had nowhere to go but up, but I mean, he improved. It's all right.
Right.
Saquon Barkley. Shaquan. This guy dye his hair by any chance?
Well, I just want to quickly say that. Yeah, running around like a moron.
Watch our podcast, our YouTube to understand that one.
I'm just shocked that you. So you're essentially saying though that you do feel there is one asshole in this league.
There is, and I'm not sure who he is because he wasn't at the draft. So I guess
I don't think
it wasn't him. That guy is a sweetheart.
No,
that guy, Cruz, my guy. I just want to hug him. He's like a teddy bear.
Starts off Saquon Barkley, second round, another great pick. Running back Kerryon Johnson.
Yeah, last pick of the second round. I mean, can't go wrong.
Nothing to knock here.
He took him over Fournette. I was the only guy that he probably was thinking about. Damian Williams. Which
that's a smart pick.
He was smart that he didn't take Damian Williams.
Especially now.
Yeah. Wow, he's thanking God.
Cruz.
Cruz.
Holy shit.
But the next pick, the wraparound pick, was very questionable. This is your first mistake, and it's a big mistake. He took Brandon Cooks.
A big mistake.
Yeah, it's a very big mistake. Could have taken Kittle. He could have, if he wanted to take a receiver, he should have taken Keenan Allen. That was an easy pick right there. There was no reason to reach for Brandon Cooks, who is part of a three-man, receiving core in the Rams. He is their hit or miss guy. Cooks and Kupp are the consistent guys. They get the receptions. This is a PPR league. Brandon Cooks is a very inconsistent pain in the ass. You take him about this
it's
wheel.
Early.
Yeah. So it was too early.
He's there. He's possibly there when he picks next.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, but there's just no reason. There was no reason to take him. There was a lot of guys to take over him. And
I
the pick was Keenan Allen if you want a receiver.
Yeah, if you were gonna go receiver, right, Keenan Allen.
If you're gonna go tight end, you take either Ertz or Kittle. So Ertz went a lot later, but somehow.
Well, Cooks is ADP in a is this a half point or?
This is a full point we're in right now.
I know what we.
But anyway, we'll move on. Brandon Cooks was a mistake, but let's. So then he comes back around in the fourth and fifth turn, and he takes Galladay and Aaron Rodgers. I love the Galladay pick there. It was either him or probably Tyler Lockett. So they're both number ones on their team. I think Galladay has upside. Stafford throws it. He'd probably throw more than Wilson, but whatever. They're both good receivers. I
love Galladay this year.
So Galladay's, we both like Galladay. Good pick. Aaron Rodgers, obviously, he's one of the top quarterbacks in football. Last year, you took Brady in the middle of the first. Now you're getting one of the top guys in the fifth. So obviously, much better value for you. I'm looking to see where the other quarterbacks went. Mahomes went in the second round, and then did he take Rodgers over Watson? No, Watson went in the fourth before he was up. Okay, so that was good. I mean, the next best quarterback is probably Aaron Rodgers, or he's in the conversation. So two good picks. Right. So far, the only pick that he missed was Cooks. So what do we got next?
Well, listen, real quickly on the Cooks thing. If Cruz has a feeling, because looking at his team and what he's done so far, he's not making bad picks. So
no, he's not making bad picks.
Maybe he's got a feeling about Cooks. I don't know. But anyway, so Cooks' ADP is early fourth round. So
he took him for
whatever reason, if you wanted him, he did have to take him there. I will say that for Cruz, if for whatever reason Cooks was one of his guys,
he wanted him over Keenan Allen and Amari Cooper for whatever reason. Clear cut number ones on their respective teams.
Cruz doesn't have to explain himself to you.
He does not.
He does not have to explain himself to you. Not up in here.
Keep drafting like this and give us a chance, Cruz. Give us a chance.
So Rodgers, round 6, Tariq Cohen. In a PPR over. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all the backups were starting to go. You got the Darwin Thompson went really quickly after that. Drake had just gone. Rashad Penny was next up. Lat Murray at the end of the round. not as sexy in a PPR.
No, absolutely not.
So Cohen, all right,
Cohen
whatever.
is your third
I
running
mean,
back. It's not great, but for what was there,
yeah, I'm not really seeing a lot of Cohen, a need for Cohen this year. The offense with Nagy's
so unloved.
They're going to take a step with Trubisky, Allen Robinson, all the different guys. They brought in obviously David Montgomery, so they're going to play much better on offense. I think they're going to score more points. Their defense is still very, very good. So they're not going to be in games where the script is going to match Tariq Cohen, come from behind. So I don't see Tariq Cohen being needed as much.
And the
Montgomery can catch the ball, and he's dual. Right. Whereas when Tariq Cohen's in the backfield, he's either going to. So I don't know. I think Tariq Cohen will have a game or two, but you won't know when it's going to come.
And that's the whole thing. Yeah. The inconsistency.
You're not going to want to start him every week. So right. So as your third running back, it kind of does. It kind of does suck a little bit.
All right. Well, let's see if he makes up for it. Round 7, he goes tight end David Njoku. Fine there. Oh, yeah. Well, he takes him over Jared Cook.
He took him over Jared Cook, and that's a mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Drew Brees throwing to Jared Cook coming off of a 70 catch, 900 yards, 6 touchdown season with Derek Carr throwing the ball. Now he's going to Drew Brees, who only really has Michael Thomas. Other than
I was just going to say, right.
It's Ted Ginn. We like Traquan Smith's talent, but he's a deep threat. So really,
there's a good chance that Jared Cook is Drew Brees' third target, right? You got Kamara and Michael Thomas.
But as far as non-running back,
running backs, right.
And
then you look at Cleveland, you got Odell Beckham, you got Jarvis Landry, you got obviously Callaway and Richard, whatever. Chubb coming out of the backfield, different things like that.
Yeah, so that's a mistake. I mean, it's another mistake where Njoku's not terrible, just like Brandon Cooks isn't terrible. But there was better value there to take.
Right, not a complete disaster like his next pick. No.
Yeah.
Round 8, guys. I think I did like an entire 20-minute rant on this last year. But listen, once again, I did kind of forget about the crazy scoring system in this league. But that actually came, it ended up biting a lot of owners in the ass last year because they took these defenses early based off of this crazy defensive scoring, but. A lot of them didn't capitalize on it. The Chicago Bears was like Jay's second defense taken in the last round.
And then they wound up being
And that's the thing about NFL defenses, and that's why in fantasy, you cannot say, based off of what I know this defense did last year, I'm going to draft them accordingly this year. That's why it's always best to wait. But
they got rid of Sue, and now they're going to double team Darnold. So I don't really know if this defense is going to be all that great. I mean, it's possible, but the 8th round, there's still too much value to be taking a shot on a defense that's totally luck oriented and unpredictable.
And then look at the division now. Right. You got San Fran has Jimmy G back. Yep. Improved their offenses, added weapons. Arizona's
got Kyler Murray.
In the air raid offense, supposedly. Seattle, obviously, is
Seattle's got Russell Wilson. So none of those guys are easy to sack. They all have good offensive coordinators, and so I don't like the pick. But anyway, then he took Will Fuller. So Will Fuller, I love the upside in the 9th round. You know what I mean? His ADP's earlier. So
this is before the Stills trade. This is before the Stills trade.
Before the Stills, which I don't think Stills is. I think he's insurance for Fuller and for Kute, and Kute's hurt. So I think Fuller will be all right. I think that they'll throw Stills in the slot, even though that's not really where they want him. But he could play the slot. So I think that Fuller will be okay there. A couple guys he could have taken, a shot on Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel is. A lot safer, than Fuller with his injury history. But Marvin Jones, veteran, but I can't kill the pick. Will Fuller, if he's healthy, his rapport, his touchdowns per game are all off the charts.
Yeah, it's not about Will Fuller. We like the Will Fuller pick. It's what he could have done instead of the Rams defense.
Yeah, instead of the Rams defense, he could have done a little bit.
Right. But okay, so
could have taken Samuel and Fuller. That would have been cool. You could have, and then you have Cooks, and you have, that's pretty much it. Galladay.
Even going back to the Rodgers pick in the 5th, I'm looking at that going. He could have went Galladay, Lockett, and then instead of the Rams, he could have taken Lamar Jackson,
right?
Kyler Murray,
right? So yeah, anyways. a couple picks, just like little subtle differences, and you're like, wow, that would have been a big difference. Like, oh my God, instead of Cooks, I could have Keenan Allen. Like, ooh, that's a lot more. I mean, Keenan Allen's ranked in the top 7, and then.
Well, Keenan Allen, if he's healthy.
Brandon Cooks is like number 18 or 20. There's just no reason to do that, So anyway, all right. So then we get Will Fuller coming in the 10th round, coming back around in the wheel again.
He wants that
Jordan
Chicago
Howard.
Backfield. He wanted that Chicago backfield from last year.
From last year, the Jordan Howard, Stonehands himself. He took him. I mean, there was really. I mean, for me, it's weird because Jordan Howard's the starter, but we all kind of know that. just like when he was a starter on the Bears last year and he failed miserably with Nagy, he's going to Peterson, and he's probably going to be the same thing with all those guys behind him. Last year, all he had was Cohen behind him. Now he's got all these people. He's got the rookie Miles Sanders. He's got Clement. He's got Sproles. So for me, that's a bad pick. I would have rathered him take Justice Hill there. I would have rathered him take, not Balaj, but yeah, I guess the pick was probably Justice Hill, but I'm not sure if he really knew much about him. I'm not sure how studied up he is on Justice Hill. Right. But at the same time, he didn't need to take a running back. He could have taken a couple receivers.
I was going to say, this is the other thing about waiting too long to be addressing running back. We've seen it. We've done a few of these already. We've had our drafts, and we've seen how quickly it goes downhill. You do have some guys that we feel are potential, gems, upsides in the late rounds, but for the most part, it's just a wasteland of guys that you don't want to call out their name.
True.
You know what I mean? In drafts.
I don't mind the Corey Davis pick. He's the number one. He's a big guy.
Corey Davis.
He's a third-year guy. I think he has breakout potential. But look at this. Jared Goff goes a half a round later. $130 million man.
Right.
You take him in that pick without Rodgers. I mean, how much better is Rodgers going to be than Goff? Is it arguable that Goff will be better? So they're pretty much very comparable, and they're 6 rounds apart. So if you don't take Rodgers, as Brian alluded to before, and you would have wrapped around with Galladay or Vance McDonald. He was there, so Hunter Henry was there. So, just little mistakes there. Jordan Howard, what's his upside with a PPR league? Very, very little. Corey Davis, I like the pick. Coming back around, he took Kansas City kicker in round 12. It's early to be taking kickers. I don't ever do it. I don't know why people do it. He did it. Zerline went in the round before him. I mean, they're both really good kickers.
They are.
They're good kickers on good teams. They're going to score a lot of points.
A lot of points. I mean, fine, okay.
But the Kansas City Chiefs score a lot of touchdowns, and if they score 5 touchdowns, you got 5 points.
Right.
They don't score a lot of field goals. They just get the ball in the end zone. So anyway,
I'm looking at so when he's taking the kicker, right? Here's guys that are still out there. Now, granted, he has Njoku as his tight end 1, but he could have backed up tight end with Olsen or Graham, Reed, Waller were all there. As far as more skill position players, there really wasn't much.
Njoku's no lock. I mean, if he would have taken Jared Cook in the 7th, which is the pick, that's definitely the pick. There's no doubt about that. Then you could say, okay, well, I have my tight end, but now Njoku, I want another one. I want another upside guy like Olsen, who's been a top 6 tight end every year except the last 2 that he's been hurt.
He actually does okay backing up his tight end, so it ended up working out. And listen, it is. We're in round 13, 12, 13. It is. It's starting to become quite the wasteland of
Richard
trying to find skill position players you're excited about.
It's
getting tougher and tougher.
So he took Richard once again over Olsen and Waller. Then he comes back with Josh Allen and Doyle. See, Doyle, he had a huge season with Brissett. A lot of catches, a lot of touchdowns. I think he had 80 catches, which 700 yards, 6 touchdowns, something like that.
It was 79.
79.
It was 79.
79. Asshole. Right. So anyway, Josh Allen, big arm.
People expect accuracy.
John Brown, we'll see if he's got a couple young receivers. A. Jones, different. We'll see. I mean, he runs a lot with his legs. I like him as a backup to Rodgers.
Oh, of course.
That was smart.
Yeah, that's a great one.
And then Doyle, like we said, and then coming back last pick of the draft, Kenny Stills, which I like that because he took Will Fuller.
But this is pre the news.
Yeah, I mean, whether or not he knew it or not, it worked out in his favor.
Right.
So now you got Will Fuller, and if he gets hurt, which he does every year, you throw Kenny Stills in. He takes over. I mean, he's literally on the depth chart behind Will Fuller, and he's a prototypical Will Fuller run fly patterns. He's
maybe
got
what we
hands.
don't know is that Cruz has psychic abilities. Maybe the Cooks pick was based off of him knowing that Robert Woods goes down like week 1, week 2.
I don't know if he had psychic abilities last year.
Let me ask you this: if news broke the day before the draft that Robert Woods tore his ACL was going to miss the season,
then you love Cooks,
right?
You love Cooks and Cup. So
what are you up to, Cruz? What are you up to?
What are you up to now that you weren't up to last year? All right, so
that's Cruz's draft.
That's Cruz's draft.
We're obviously like we talked about. We're going to let you know our thoughts. We're going to put together a starting lineup and all that. At the end. So tune in.